The sources of energy and power are varied. From nature to man-adapted, the point of generation of power has become innumerous. Power or energy requirements date back to the history of human existence on this planet. But never has it been thought of storing and reusing energy until the 20th century. This has led to the need to store and distribute power from the point of generation to the end user. Having sensed the potential for the market of transmission and distribution equipment, Lamco Industries Pvt Ltd was formed, with a vision to develop diverse range of products, covering power generation, transmission, and distribution segments. The company, which was formed by the first-generation visionary entrepreneur, Mr. S. Kondala Rao, has come a long way in its two-decade adventure. With a long-term business vision, coupled with a vision for a glorious India, Lamco contributed through its endeavors in building a better and equipped nation. Lamco is an electrical power equipment manufacturer, engaged in the manufacture of surge arresters up to 420 kV and current and voltage transformers up to 245 kV. Incorporated in the year 1983, Lamco Industries, which began with a meager capital, has today become a company which has a turnover of around 45 crore rupees, has a dedicated workforce of over 200 people. It was the vision of Mr. Kondala Rao to take Andhra Pradesh, especially in Hyderabad, to the forefront in the industrial development. He sensed that Hyderabad had the dearth in the electrical equipment manufacturing area and decided to establish an industry in this segment. The result is a stupendous success of Lamco. Lamco is today leader in the field of electrical equipment manufacture in the country, and the reason for the same is the dedication which he imbibed into the work culture of Lamco right from the founder to the smallest of the workforce in the company. And this dedication has been the reason for the company to diversify into various categories of electrical equipment manufacturing. Lamco's product range covers surge arresters from 0.4 kV to 420 kV, with porcelain-clad housing and polymer-clad housing up to 220 kV, covering indoor as well as outdoor range, surge monitors, insulating base, and mounting structures, in addition to current and voltage transformers from 11 kV to 245 kV. Lamco also manufactures polymer insulator for applications covering as wide segments as power transmission, distribution for railways, for traction, and substations up to 420 kV. Having got to know about the manufacturing range of Lamco, here's a glimpse of manufacturing process of surge arresters, current and voltage transformers, and polymer insulators. This will throw light on the stringent procedures adopted by Lamco to develop and manufacture these high-standard products. Production process of surge arresters. The raw materials will then go to milling of additive oxides. The additive oxides with coarser particle size are milled into vibro energy mill. Milling then leads the manufacturing process to slurry preparation. This means milled metal oxides and zinc oxide are mixed using deionized water, previously mixed with an organic binder. Now you get to watch the spray drying process. The slurry is spray dried to evaporate the water content, and spray dried powder is tested for bulk and tap density, flow rate, and moisture content. The spray dried powder collected after sieving is pressed into green blocks in double-acting hydraulic. The pressed green block's dimensions and density is measured. The blocks are passed on for sintering or firing at temperature in the range of 1100 to 1200 degrees centigrade, with a specific pre-programmed cycle. This envisages removal of organic binder added during pressing stage, and precise maintenance of sintering cycle is achieved. The fired blocks are then subjected to lapping operation, where the flat surfaces are flattened to achieve a flatness level of about 10 microns. The lapped blocks are ultrasonically cleaned to remove microparticles adhering to the blocks. The curved surfaces are then coated with special-grade electrically insulated epoxy powder through electrostatic process. Then you get into metallizing the coated blocks with aluminium metal to increase the conductivity. This gives us the finished metal oxide blocks. But at Lamco, the process doesn't end there. All the 100% finished blocks are subjected to routine electrical tests as per IEC standards. Then some sample blocks as per laid out procedure are subjected to type tests as per IEC standards. Then these tested blocks are stacked rating-wise and assembled into specified porcelain insulators, molded with silicon rubber. Then the finished arresters are subjected to electrical routine tests as per IEC standards. Reference voltage test, partial discharge test, residual discharge voltage test. Then the arresters are fixed with nameplates and packed carefully and transported to respective destinations. Production process of current transformers. The raw material used in manufacture of CTs are magnetic cores, craft paper, SE copper wire for secondaries, copper or aluminum ropes for primary, porcelain insulator, polyester film, and transformer oil. The current transformer, potential transformers, are designed as per the customer requirement regarding accuracy class, burden, ratio, and other electrical parameters. Bare cores are insulated using polyester film and craft paper on which secondary coils are wound. After completion of secondary winding, the cores are bunched together. The leads are taken out through chimney pipe. HV insulation is carried out as specified. The insulated coils are assembled in a fabricated MS tank, assembled to a porcelain housing. The secondary leads are brought through sealed bushings and terminated in the secondary terminal box. The assembled unit is loaded into vacuum and heating chamber and subjected to a special vacuum impregnation process. The unit is then filled with transformer oil after the specified time, temperature, and vacuum are attained. The current transformers are completed and subjected to tests as per IEC standards. Accuracy test, overvoltage interturn test, high voltage test on primary and secondary, knee point voltage test for special purpose core, composite error test for protection core, partial discharge test, tan delta test. Production process of potential voltage transformers. The primary winding and HT insulation is done simultaneously on a special coil winding machine as per the specification. Secondary coil is wound separately and inserted inside the insulated primary coil. The entire coil is fitted into lamination assembly. The whole assembly loaded into vacuum impregnation plant and then filled with transformer oil after the specified time, temperature, and vacuum are attained. Final assembly of voltage transformer is completed and subjected to tests as per IEC standards. Accuracy test, induced overvoltage test, 3 kV test on primary and secondary, partial discharge test. Production process of polymer insulator. The raw materials, FRP rods, silicon rubber, metal end fittings, are subjected to tests as per specific standards. Placement of specific primer-treated FRP rod is done. Automatic mold closes and clamping is done. Then silicon rubber is injected into the mold through injection unit. This is followed by automatic curing of silicon rubber in the mold. The polymer insulator is ready with the end fittings crimped into the mold. 100% polymer insulators are subjected to routine tests as per IEC 61109. Mechanical load test. Where quality and sincerity is abundant, the recognitions and felicitations follow. R&D is the backbone for all the achievements claimed by Lamco. The company has taken specific policy initiatives towards maintaining at least about 6 to 8% of the turnover for allocation towards R&D expenditure. The company proudly boasts of having developed all the products and manufacturing process with its exclusive in-house R&D efforts, and has strong policy guidelines rising from the philosophy of self-reliance and ingenuity, which has been the company's corporate policy since its inception. The Ministry of Science and Technology has recognized the relentless efforts for continuous betterment of products through sustained research in the year 1989 for expansion into metal oxide gapless surge arresters of up to 400 kV. Above these is the client satisfaction that matters the most for Lamco. Bulk power consumers such as PGCIL, NTPC, BHEL, RDSO, railways, etc. have approved Lamco's products and are continuing to use it. Manpower is the key to success of any organization. Lamco has understood this very well and has designed and developed right kind of atmosphere for the growth and development of the people. The company has regular meetings to discuss the pros and cons, as well as come out with innovative HR policies that motivate the people and give them the sense of belonging to the organization. Where quality and hard work is evident, the awards and laurels follow. Having strong business foundation coupled with visionary leadership and excellent support from the team, Lamco has stridden many paths and is now empowering itself to take on the newer challenges in the electrical power equipment world. The urge to lead in the niche marketplace is what makes Lamco the successful organization. And with this spirit being taken forward, many more achievements are ready to be conquered.